Greetings, fellow flight simmer, and welcome to the reaction review with me, Gripper Sim. For those of you who are going to be getting into flight simulation for the first time due to this new release coming up on August 18th, have you ever wondered if you could use a radio in a simulator like in real life? Like talk to real, actual air traffic controllers in real time during your simulated flight? Well, it looks like Microsoft have put some thought into this. Have a look.
Iberia 31 Bravo Hotel identified. Descend to flight level 100.
Seattle departure, Cessna 598 Mike Tango is 1 mile south of Renton Airport, 2,500. Cessna 172, request flight following to Boeing Field.
Cessna 598 Mike Tango, Seattle departure, radar contact.
So, for those of you who have never heard of VATSIM before, well, what does VATSIM stand for and what is it? Well, VATSIM stands for Virtual Air Traffic Simulation Network. It connects people from around the world flying online or acting as virtual air traffic controllers. It's completely free, and the network allows aviation enthusiasts the ultimate as real as it gets experience. Air traffic control, or ATC, is available in VATSIM communities throughout the world, operating as close as possible to the real-life procedures and utilising real-world weather, which we know Microsoft 2020 will already have, and of course airport data and route data. On VATSIM, you can join people on the other side of the planet and fly or control other pilots with nothing more than your home computer in your living room. Like this guy. You can hear some women putting shopping away in the background, laughing, and there's even a dog barking. But he's even using the flight strips like in real life. Look.
2716 Curtis Charlotte Airport, delay far and after departure. Greenwood transition, the next file, maintain 10,000, expect flight level 27010 minutes after departure. Departure offline, squawk 7210.
You might think it's bizarre, but it's not, because this guy's probably barely out of high school and he wants to be an air traffic controller. And he can practice this trade at home with real pilots flying virtually online. And it all sounds correct and accurate to me. This guy is streaming and his channel is called SquawkModeCharlie. Just put that search into YouTube and it'll come up straight away. There's streamers out there for both actual flying and being the pilots and being air traffic controllers. So whilst you're flying in VATSIM, you're talking to a real life person and they're giving you correct instructions as in real life. Now, you don't have to use this, by the way. You do not have to talk to anyone on Microsoft Flight Simulator if you choose not to. You don't have to be online talking. It's going to be an option of some description. But I have to tell you, the first time I tried VATSIM, which is free on X-Plane at least, it just opened up a whole new world. It made it all altogether more realistic, and you can take it as far as you like. So from you, the pilot side, all you need is a cheap headset and to register with VATSIM at the moment. Now, this is from a channel called Aviation Pro. They give some tutorials. I haven't seen them post for a while, but I will also be doing the same in a very easy to understand manner, so you'll be able to talk on the radio if you so choose. Let's have a quick listen.
Frequency. And Papa Golf Mike requests frequency change to the radio. Papa Golf Mike, frequency change approved, bye-bye. Frequency change approved, Papa Golf Mike, bye-bye.
I'll put a link in the description below for VATSIM so you can have a look at their website. But I have to tell you about my first time ever going on to VATSIM. You're kind of nervous and you're not too sure about the calls and stuff, because it is quite professional. They don't let people mess about. There's no fooling around here. They understand if you're new, you're going to have difficulty, and they'll be very, very patient with you. They're all very nice. They're all very nice. Remember, this is a free community and they really, really want to get you online to use VATSIM. So don't be afraid when you see it in Microsoft 2020. Learn to fly first though, but don't worry about all that, lads. I'll teach you, I'll learn you how to fly. There'll be loads of tutorials on that. But isn't it great? Real live radio procedures on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And as I said, you can take it as far as you like. Look at this guy. All he's done is he's taken 75-inch televisions and put them on their side and put them in a circle. And now he's in a tower, in a room.
Oh, where do we get the wind?
Got to do it quickly or go around.
What was he against? He's Qantas 510. Qantas 510, wind 010, 2 knots, runway 01 right, clear to land.
Other news they have announced is that closed beta is coming on the 30th of this month of July. The team has started preparing closed beta for release next week. We'll be posting full build notes with the build release. So those of you who are still waiting to get the alpha, I know August is getting very, very close. They're sending out still more invitations today. So people that receive their invites between now and the 30th will be given access to the closed beta build preview. So I mean, August is just coming now. So I bet you, let me know in the comments. Are you kind of going, wait, may as well wait till August now. There's no point playing the beta at all. Now, also, do let me know what you think of the air traffic control. Would you be partial to air traffic control after learning to fly? Are you a newbie? And what kind of tutorials you would like to see? Because I'm keeping a list of all the comments of what tutorials you guys want to see, purely because I want people who have never flown before. I want to show you tutorials in order for you to be able to land, take off, fly around and navigate and all the other bits and pieces that are involved with flying. Because it's fun for me. I am a real life instructor and I have a bit of fun trying to teach people how to fly. It is entertaining, not that scary, to be honest with you. Okay, let's have a look at the feedback snapshot list. I'm not going to talk about the top off issues. That's the box in the middle. I'm going to go to the top questions on the wish list. So the top questions: aircraft list has been answered, airport list has been answered, Bing improvement plan update frequency. So they're going to update the Bing maps. Really? Great. Okay. Okay. It worries me a bit because if it's an update, are we going to have to pay for updates? You know, I just get a bit nervy. I'm still nervous if they're going to have some sort of subscription model, lads. I can't help it. But they have said they will not be having a subscription model, so I'll shut my mouth. So, will they have campaign mode, missions and progression? They have always had something like this in previous Microsoft products, so I'm guessing that they will, to some degree. And I'd say third-party providers will also be adding campaign modes for various different aspects of flight. The damage model, I haven't seen anything about the damage model yet. I would like to see, when you crash land, wheels coming off, wings bending, spars bust, punctures, and all that kind of stuff. That would be a bit of fun, I guess. Kind of. Next is fully functional airports. Okay, they'll be fully functional, we know that. Minimum spec has been answered. Nav data update frequency has been answered. Pre-order timeline, release date has been answered. If you don't know when this is going to be released yet, it's released on the 18th of August 2020, this year. If you haven't seen my preview, have a look in my channel and you'll see my full preview for Microsoft 2020. The pricing model is also answered. So max $120 and I think min's about 60. But again, you can have a look at my previous videos for that. Over to the wish list, or over to the top wish list. So third-party content, SDK is in progress. SDK software development kit, for those of you who don't know, and they're going to have loads of different companies providing us with aircraft to the Microsoft Store, which is great because it's going to keep expanding and changing and growing. So, by the way, while I'm talking about SDK content, flight simulators in general are not the kind of game you get, you play for a couple of months and you dump it. Flight simulators don't work like that. Flight simulators are always being updated and changing. And because of the nature of flight simming, you will always have this. You will always come back to flight simming. You might leave it for a month or two or even 6 months, but because you bought it once, you'll always go back to it because there's always new stuff and you're always flying. So the good news about flight simulators is they last for forever. You know, they really do. I digress. Okay, what's next? They haven't talked AI traffic. Yeah, they've talked about that. It's AI traffic. It's actually real world traffic. Gliders. They've no gliders yet. Helicopters. Everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people would like helicopters. They have the physics for helicopters, so they say. So I don't know why they don't have any. Who knows? There might be one in the store on release because they're full of surprises, aren't they? Missions and careers. That's on the top wish list. We haven't heard anything about that yet. Peripherals. Support for advanced setups. You mean setups like this? Yeah, we need more USB ports and we need to plug in all sorts of stuff because in flight simulators, for those of you who don't know, you can take it as far as you want. You can even have full motion. I get to that in later videos, but you can take it really far. Next is playable ATC. Yes, you can be, as we've just seen, you can be an air traffic controller if you want to, or you can respond as a pilot on the radio. So that's real live traffic, air traffic control. Brilliant. Seasons, they've touched on it a little bit. I think there will be seasons, guys. Shared cockpit functionality, they haven't talked about that. VR and track IR, they have mentioned that they initially they said they wouldn't bother with VR, then they realised they made a mistake because of the outcry of the community, and they have put VR pretty much on the top of their list, but I don't see it coming out before release. It'll probably be after Christmas 2020, I reckon. So 2021, I'm guessing, for VR. This is tough for me because, you know, I like to make tutorials and funny, crazy videos with a bit of humour and a bit of tongue-in-cheek, crazy madness. You know, I'm not a news guy. I don't want to do the news. That's nonsense. So hurry up the 18th of August. You know, I'd love to curse to accentuate my frustration. Actually, I just love to say, oh